Got to be that one.
You think it's Eureka?
I think it's because Eureka,
Right?
it puts in permanents. It doesn't care anything about the spells. Green's all about the permanents,
Totally
the
true.
lands, the enchantments.
It
the
doesn't care
creatures.
you or your opponent. You just all do it. You know?
Yeah, you both get to do it.
Have Sunday to week, I think.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right.
All right. So, what Bill Lee's game plan here is Aether Vial turn 1. That is his dream.
Bill Lee would love Aether Vial, and actually he might even sacrifice a quick start because he knows that Sam's deck doesn't play a lot of aggressive creatures.
Absolutely.
So yeah, there's a good chance that Bill's gonna have a good read on what Sam does, and
Yeah,
the type
Sam
of,
is, like we were saying, he
yeah.
only plays blue-white control.
Yeah, he only plays blue-white, and the version of control that he plays is more based off. It's more controlling than any other blue-white control deck.
Sure.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, like we were saying when he was up against Josh Monks earlier in the day, he's really the only creatures he's playing are Snapcaster,
Yeah.
and those are barely creatures.
Yeah. That's why I like equipment with Snap, because you play it down, you get
okay.
that 2-for-1, and then you make him a threat by putting a Sword of Fire and Ice. on
Totally
it,
true.
you know, stuff like
I
that.
think I wouldn't love it in Sam's deck though because he only has
there's
like
no
3 or
equipment,
4
stuff like that.
creatures.
Yeah. Wow, and a planes from Hurljack and a planes from Bill Lee, and he's gonna go ahead and get that Thalia down.
Yeah.
Or is that a Stoneforge? No, Stoneforge.
I think that's a Stoneforge.
Stoneforge. He's picking up his
The
deck.
Return of
yeah.
the Glare, but I think
Yeah,
that's a Stoneforge.
yeah, it's a Stoneforge.
And he probably announced what he was going to get, and then Sam
Yeah.
go ahead and sorts that.
It's probably Sword of Fire and Ice, almost certainly.
Yes.
Yes, and that's gonna be correct.
Yep. And that is quite a good card in the matchup.
It's so good. If they connect with Sword of Fire and Ice, you're feeling pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's feeling not great.
You can't Jace bounce that creature. You can't snap block that creature.
That's true.
It's swords or bust.
Yeah, for sure. And we see Billy looks. He's got a healthy amount of lands in hand.
It looks like he's got a mom, and I wouldn't be surprised if he
Just deploys the sword.
deploys the mom and then goes on the tap your lands plan.
Oh yeah, that's certainly correct. And what's nice about this is it makes it so
Okay,
AK here.
and then so upkeep, go ahead and tap that planes.
And now
I think.
Snapcaster Swords is not a good line here.
Absolutely, because he's not going to have enough mana to do it. Oh, and he taps the
Oh,
island.
he's going for the island. Okay, really interesting. Really interesting.
I don't know if I love that because he's more likely to have a spell that he can cast at instant speed with that island.
Yeah, then he is a plains, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Because he already cast that
But,
swords.
you know, that's kind of nice for Bill. He's forcing Sam to go ahead and play back Brainstorm in his upkeep.
For sure.
But we see that Snapcaster Mage, right? That's kind of interesting. He had the snap, so
Totally.
obviously using that
That port
was nice. Yeah, that was
super
correct.
important.
Certainly correct.
And I think that's something that a lot of newer players to Legacy miss when they pick up something like Death and Taxes or
Yeah.
Goblins, is that Rashadan Port is such a good card, and oftentimes,
Huge value.
as
yeah.
opposed to playing out your 3-drop on turn 3, you really just want to play something little and then get your port activation.
Yeah, and get
It's-
Port going and just start taxing them. Now, one of the
Absolutely.
things that's important is Bill doesn't have access to Aether Vial, so he's not like really crushing and taking insane advantage off of that Rashadan Port.
Absolutely.
That being said, it's still like it was a nice play. Now his mom is able to go ahead and activate and give
Yep.
protection from colors.
Yep.
I think what's interesting too is that Brainstorm on his main phase. I don't know if Sam shuffled off that Ponder, but you know that it could be that Sam set up a Terminus there. Even though
I
we
know he
don't-
had a Terminus in his opening hand, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if he set it up. Chad, do you remember if he shuffled off that Ponder? Because if not, I bet that he set up a Terminus either for this next turn or the turn after that.
Yeah, so it might be one of those things where Bill's going to go ahead and deploy a creature here, and then you just use the port to keep on tapping down that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I like that plan a lot.
Oh, we're going to Mombat here.
attacking.
That
Woo!
is a ballsy
Wow.
play.
So I guess the
That's-
thought there is that he didn't have swords last turn. Okay, he shuffled, so there's no Terminus.
Yeah, pretty interesting. So okay, interesting.
Okay, so-
we're going to see a Flicker Wisp here.
My guess is that it targets the port.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
If it
yeah.
resolves, and then just you keep on that tax plan.
Oh, and the force
Oh,
comes
okay.
down. And honestly, that's a good trade.
It's pretty good.
That's a good
for
trade.
Bill,
Yeah, I
think.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, now Snapcaster made. Oh, he pitched the snap, so no swords.
Interesting.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I feel like all of my reads for this game are just kind of thrown off a little bit.
Definitely all my reads for Sam have been thrown off a little bit.
Wait, what? No swords?
Wow, Ponder.
You
You know what? I want to make sure that that's a mom. No, it is a mom. We saw it.
That's a Mother Runes. Yeah,
Yeah.
he played it and he ported.
I'm not sure. I guess the
don't-
thought from Sam is that
Oh, dude, Sword of Fire and Ice coming down. Yo, that
interesting.
Force Will that Sam burnt. Are you kidding me? He knew that he had the sword there.
I don't.
gosh,
he has another
really?
land in hand as well, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
I think he's debating. Yeah, Bill's debating going for it, and he has to go. Like he made this line to go for it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's time. Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
This is gonna feel
it's a
incredible.
Real crunchy.
And he's
Oh,
swinging in, yeah.
that's so sick.
Wow. So this
I
is
don't-
gonna.
That's crazy. I feel like this was all for Sam. Like it was all in front of Sam.
Yeah, I agree. There were some lines that I don't think I understand from Sam, and
Yeah.
he is a much better blue-white player than I will ever be.
True.
And
Yeah,
perhaps there's some
same.
reasoning there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, for
better
us, I
Miracles
think-
player. Yeah, better Miracles player than me for sure.
I can't. And he's also got a back to basics sitting in hand, which can't feel good. You don't want to use that to just Stone Rain one Rishadenport. That's not a good trade.
Yeah, Bill's doing the pump. He's trying to get. I mean, winner goes to top 8 here,
Yeah. Yep.
and loser.
Slamming the Jace as opposed to unexpectedly absent on the
Wow,
sword.
that is crazy. Okay,
Interesting.
he's fate sealing himself too.
Well, he has to keep the Jace alive.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's that
You know
4
what
mana
he-
brainstorm.
I wonder. Wow, and there's Mondo ports in play for Bill, and it's
Oh,
gonna
we
be.
have deck lists here.
Oh, we got deck lists here, guys. It's so crazy.
And also, well, he's also got that Revoker in play.
Yeah, I think the Revoker's coming down. It's gonna be an attack. Yeah, Bill's just gonna go ahead and make sure he gets the cash in.
Nice.
I think. Attacks.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Damage.
Just going right to
Is
the
he going all
face.
face?
All
Oh,
face.
baby,
I love it.
that
I
is-
love it.
That is pretty sick. A Thalia,
So
a
aggressive.
Revoker. I mean,
So,
are
I'm
you worried about
wondering-
Terminus? Like, what happens?
I think you're worried about Terminus, but also Sam
has
only
two
has
white.
3 cards in
And
hand.
he only has 2 white sources.
Yeah. Interesting. Very
Oh,
interesting.
the force
Okay,
gets
force.
burnt here.
So Sam
And-
now with 1 card in hand, and I think if you're Bill, you don't deploy any more threats.
Well, you deploy the port and you just tap him.
Absolutely.
Tap him down.
you just ride that
Yeah.
sorted up mom, that just
Oh.
big old mom to victory.
Big mom.
This has been so. Bill has been doing a lot of what I expected, but Sam, I'm not sure. Some of the plays he's making, I'm not sure why he's making them,
Yeah,
and I'm interested. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
certainly.
Interesting. Deploying Thalia.
Fate Seal and a tap down from Bill. Looks like it's going to be on the Tundra.
And Sam going to play unexpectedly absent for 1 here. On the
Okay.
sword.
Yeah, on
Okay.
the sword. Puts it directly
So,
on top.
If he rips Terminus, this feels awful.
Did he bottom with the Jace?
I think he did. I believe he bottomed.
You know what, dude? I think he's super hosed. Because Bill's
I
presenting
completely agree.
4 plus
4 plus 2, which
plus,
is a quip.
yeah. 4 plus 2 plus 1. I mean, it's 8 technically, I guess. But like, he has to beat. There's a Thalia in play. He had to brainstorm with his Jace.
Absolutely.
Wow, man,
Sam
this
is
is
going to have
crazy.
access to 1, maybe 2
Oh
mana. Yeah, he
wow,
just
and
scoops it up.
that's the game. Bill riding the edge and no fear of Terminus that entire
No,
game.
absolutely not. Not even Fear of Swords, really. He was just
Yeah.
shooting up that mom.
Yeah, that was crazy. And even the attack on turn 2 or turn 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
It blew my mind.
Yeah, no, me too. Me
Yeah,
as well.
that's
and,
awesome.
And it felt like there were some positions where Sam could have swords that as well, but I don't know if there was some mind game from Bill or
Yeah.
or what was going on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bill did not play around swords and Sam didn't swords, so it worked out really well.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I really thought that Sam had an opportunity to Snapcaster swords on turn
Yes.
3, and I thought he
Yes.
was going to, and the Mother Runes just kind of got out of hand a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah, you got to swords the bomb, right? Like,
Yeah. I would think so.
Maybe
And
Sam is playing for some sort of long game with Terminus.
I was wondering if he was basically saying, based on this start, I only have a certain way to win, and I can prolong the game a little bit, but I won't win. So I need to. I don't like that either.
I
You're
don't
miracles.
know.
If you prolong it, you're winning.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
So in terms of spice, you want to go? Go first.
yeah, I got it. I'll go. He's got Sam Hurljack's got an Engineered Explosives, 2 Disenchants, potentially some Counterbalance, and potentially some Surgicals. But Engineered Explosives and Disenchants are the primary cards coming in.
So I'm looking at Bill's list, and I'm seeing definitely some Gideon Ally of Zendikar. 2 of those on the
Oh,
board.
yeah,
Those
baby.
are absolutely coming in.
That's a house.
And then, do you think that Recruiter and the Sword of War and Peace come in, or not so much?
Sword of War and Peace comes in, I think, because the protection from white is really nice.
Absolutely.
Recruiter of the
Just
Guard,
as
yeah.
kind of a card advantage.
Yeah, certainly. Maybe Relic Warder.
Okay.
Oh man, you know what Bill really wants in this spot is Palace Jailer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
You're not exiling a creature, but you're gonna have that emblem forever.
Sam doesn't attack, and you just draw extra cards, which is super sick. And especially against Sam's list, right, which is creature light and a lot more deep control, you're gonna get it down.
Oh
so.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So why do you think Relic Warder potentially? Do you think that's for counterbalance?
Maybe for counterbalance or for some problematic permanents, maybe. But yeah, it's I don't think it's great. It's more of like an answer to the answer.
For sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I wonder if Hurljack is also playing Search for Azcanta as well.
He is not.
That's strange.
This list from Hilljack is really interesting.
It's like it's a kind of a taste of Miracles, but like some of his own, like two Teferi.
Two Teferi, and we saw it work really well earlier.
Yeah, 2 Teferi,
But-
3 Jace, 3 Terminus. I mean, with all these threes, you think he's running, Intuition or something.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by the 2 unexpectedly absent. I thought that card had kind of fallen out of favor.
Yeah.
We saw it do fine there, but
Especially when he's not running Predict. A lot of times you absent your opponent and then you predict them, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's weird.
I'm intrigued to see how this next match goes with Sam in the play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably able to better get his game plan going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing a mulligan or something? Or bounce, dude? Dude, good to see you, man. And thanks for jumping in. Yeah.
Josh Kelly's heading out. Thanks to him for coming in and commentating a little bit. So, Bill does have to be a little wary of back to basics. I think really just you don't want to use that as a slot if you're Sam. I think that's one of the first cards to be boarded out.
Yeah, it's tough because they still have access to all their white mana. Like BTB, it's a good card. It's really good versus Karakas, which I think is potentially if you want to shut down a problematic card for Miracles, shutting down the Karakas is nice.
That's totally fair.
But it doesn't, it only answers the engine, not necessarily the threats. And, it's kind of weird because Death and Taxes is one of those decks that has an engine, but it also, but up front is the attack,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
It's kind of like...
It doesn't completely rely on the engine.
Right, it's kind of like Goblins in that Goblins has the deep engine that it can go and, really churn stuff out.
But it can also just play dudes on curve and swing at you.
Dude, yeah, it can go, Lackey, and then if Lackey goes unanswered, obviously there's Lackey games. But then,
Yeah, and like you're saying, Death and Taxes has its own version of that, where it plays Mom into Thalia into Flicker Wisp.
Yeah,
Sometimes that's really hard to answer.
Yeah, so it's kind of tough to balance both sides of that style, but
Yes.
yeah, traditionally I've liked a little bit more. You have to survive level 1 to get to level 2.
Absolutely, a little more proactive in your threat removal.
Exactly right. So rather than even consider level 2, just let's focus on getting to level 2.
Absolutely, because as Miracles, usually if the game is going long, you're in a good spot.
Right. It's kind of, and talking about different levels or levels to get to, right? You have different stages. If you think about the way the decks match up, there's the initial 3 or 4 turns.
Yes.
And if you're dead on 3 or 4 turns, you're not going to get to your secondary strat.
Totally true.
It's
Totally true.
It's tough.
As we see both players taking a mulligan, and it looks like Bill is keeping 6, and Sam unfortunately going down to 5, which
Sam
definitely doesn't feel good.
Had some tough moles today.
Yeah.
I think Bill's getting maybe a... People are like, hey, we see you on chat. We see you on stream, man. Something like that.
All right.
Oh, no, Sam.
No lands. Oh no, he's keeping. So I'm gonna guess
It's a plains in the end?
that last card is a
It's a fetch.
Skull
Okay,
Card.
yeah.
And there's a ponder. Things are looking great.
Great.
Things are looking more great than they were at those 4 cards.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Ponder obviously a welcome sign for Sore Eyes. We're seeing Sam got so many Planeswalkers in his hand.
Yes. And there's another one.
I gotta believe that if Sam's deck ever mulligans, it's not gonna be that's just not. When you
Yeah,
mulligan and you
5-mana
have
Planeswalker.
oh my gosh, it's just so much mana.
6 mana with Thalia. You're just.
You probably, to be perfectly honest, to consistently cast those 4 and 5 mana Planeswalkers, you probably should be playing 23 lands.
Yeah.
You
And it
know?
looks like he did actually top deck another land, which is great for him. But how many lands is he playing? Let me see. It looks like he's only playing 20 lands.
Weird.
Which is, it seems bold with the 2 Teferis.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm notoriously not great at math, so I'm going to do that again, but...
No. It looks like
15, 19, 20. Yeah, I think it's just 20.
20 lands.
Which is actually probably fewer than...
Yeah, it's fewer than Bill.
Fewer than Bill.
Almost certainly, because Bill's running the 6 planes, 6 snow-covered planes. Ports Wasteland's Caracas. So what is it? 23? Yeah, he's only 23.
So, and Bill doing some of the legacy tech where if you're worried about predict, you're gonna want to split your lands between plains and
That is
snow-covered
so
plains.
funny. You know?
Oh,
Oh, and
the
a
Wasteland being
Wasteland coming
brutal.
down from Hurljack, and he's not.
I think, and he's
He felt that one. That one
Yeah.
would hit him directly in his soul. And a Mother of
Mom.
Ruins too.
and this game is mostly over. He's gonna pass and port.
Oh
And
my! He's just so many lands
Sam
away,
just
and
scoops him
Sam
up.
picks it up, and Bill's got the match.
That's brutal,
Jeez!
man.
If I'm Sam.